What's going on, guys? My name is Gio. This is my 25 Toyota Land Cruiser, and what we have here is a complete intake system made by Sxth Element Engineering for the new LC250 Land Cruiser. We're going to go ahead and get this thing installed. We'll do a little bit of sound bites, and everyone's got their own opinions on what an intake's going to do. Sxth Element has real world data on their 24 Tacoma intake, which is essentially the same thing, but they have not done it for the Land Cruiser yet, so they don't have dyno graphs for the Land Cruiser, but take it for what it is. An intake is an intake. Anyways, I'm sure we're gonna get way better noise out of this than we do with the stock one. So let's go over the parts that we have real quick. They're really simple. You've got a completely assembled intake box with a magnetic snap lid that comes off, and the air filter is already pre-installed. And this cover right here is just a protectant for the clear lid. So once it's all installed, you just peel this off and it's clear and you get to see right in through your filter. Other than that, you got the intake tube for the mass airflow sensor and a couple of couplers and a nice little engineering file just to see how everything's supposed to be set up. So let's go ahead and pop the hood, get that old intake out, and get this new one installed. Now, if you've been watching my channel at all, you'll know that on the last video we did an engine cover, hood struts, and these headlight covers. Now, I'm almost positive the intake is going to get in the way of the headlight cover right here. So for now, I'm just going to remove this one altogether, and then we'll put the intake on and just run it like that. A little bit later, off camera, I'm going to probably notch this thing to make it work with the intake. But I don't want to deal with that on this video, so we'll go ahead and just pop this off and get it out of the way. Now, the tools for this install are going to be very simple. You just need a Phillips to get the mass airflow screws off. We're going to use this pick to get this clip off right here. And then you've got a 10mm on a ratchet to get these guys off. The intake is going to get pulled out of this. There's a rubber boot down at the bottom. Let's see if I can focus. So if you look at that boot down there, it's going to just pull right up. You can see it kind of squishing. So you don't need a tool for that, but you will need an 8mm for the clamps on the couplers. So not a whole lot of tools, and it should be really quick and easy, to be honest. All right, so what I want to do here is just take the lid off and start getting all of these pieces out that are really easy to move in order to get the airbox. Okay, I ended up getting it off without the pick, but there's a little prong on this side and one right here, and you could just do one at a time and just get it off rather than taking that all apart. So we're gonna go ahead and just unclip this for now and just move it to the side. And then I will work on getting this lower clamp off the intake. And this is gonna be taking off the upper housing with the mass airflow sensor and the factory intake elbow. You want to make sure you got that clamp nice and loose. And then I like to twist it just a little bit to break that little grip that it has, and it comes right out. So this just lifts up as well as the lowers. So this is actually different than I was initially thinking. There is actually a ball stud on the chassis. There's 3 of them, and the ball just goes into this piece right here and it captures it, which is really cool. So you're able to just pop it right out. This is going to be the ball stud that I was talking about. So there's 1, 2, 3, and you really just pull it off, and then you're going to press the new one back on. Alright guys, I got the lid just rested on here so you can see how big of a difference this thing is. That box is absolutely massive, and it's only pulling air from this one spot, which has a tube in the fender, and it goes all the way to like right about here. So it's a long skinny tube, and it's really restrictive compared to this box, which is way bigger, and it's got the secondary port right here. So you're gonna get power from just the engine being able to breathe much easier by simply installing this intake compared to the stock one. Now moving on to the next step, going back to those ball studs, this is a very odd rubber piece right here that's going to actually capture the ball. So I don't expect Sxth Element to make it, but it's awesome that you can just take it off and transfer it right over, and you still have your factory style mounting on the airbox. So we're going to go ahead and transfer all three of these real quick, and we'll go ahead and pop this box back on. All right, they're all fully seated. Let's go ahead and get this thing installed. Like I mentioned, I took off the headlight cover, and we just need to match this up to that opening and the three little ball studs on the bottom. It's a little bit harder to see these things because the box is so much bigger, but they all just line up in the same spot they're supposed to. All right, so we got that in. Let's go ahead and get the intake elbow installed. So they give you the clamps kind of cranked down. You'll want to loosen them up, obviously, so that way you can slide it onto each end of the intake. All right, I got these clamps loosened up. They send them cranked down quite a bit, but it makes sense. And we're just gonna line it up, but we won't tighten anything yet. So this is pressed down as far as we can get it. We'll go ahead and put this side on here. And then I'm gonna put the left side on the intake and just drop it onto the engine. That way everything's nice and happy. I'm gonna loosen these up a little bit more. I like the clamps lined up. If they don't line up, it drives me absolutely crazy. So you can see right here, it's not fully seated on the intake, which is the most important. So now we have it seated, and then this thing kind of needs to settle in its own certain spot as well. From here, I'm going to go ahead and crank the clamps down. And I'll probably come back and just check the tightness on this after like 10 miles. So last thing we need to do is take these off so we can get the mass airflow installed. And now that I think about it, I didn't add this to the tool list, but we will need a Allen wrench, which I'll get the size right now. And you're going to need a number 3mm Allen wrench or Allen socket, and you can go ahead and get these things installed. All right, I'm gonna use the Phillips just to get these factory screws off this intake right here. And we're going to want to install the mass airflow sensor the same way it came out. So I will explain what I'm talking about right now. So originally your intake would have gone like this. Be sure that when you transfer this over, you're putting it on for the plug to come from this way. You don't want to accidentally swap it the wrong way, which sometimes these are off-centered and you can't do that, but it's just something good to keep an eye on while you're doing the install. I like to go a little bit at a time and just get it to seat. You'll feel it once it gives a little drag. That's it. You don't need to go crazy. And I'm holding it from the head right here just so I'm not putting the most leverage. If I went like this, I will literally break it. So let's go ahead and get the factory plug. I'm gonna go under the intake and just plug it in right here, just so it looks cleaner, so we don't have a wire hanging around on top. The last part of the installation is going to be popping this thing out and peeling off the protective cover, which I just realized it has on both sides. So let's go ahead and get this off, and hopefully this part that's laser cut isn't too much of a headache, but you never know. It might be very tedious. So we got one piece. If it tears, I like to get it back. Try to get it one piece. Yeah, it's just not going to happen on this one. Well, that took forever, but man, this is a nice piece. I really do like it, and those magnets are pretty dang strong. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see what it sounds like. Real quick, before we do that, I want to just really show you something here that I thought was cool. So this notch is to pop the lid off, but also doubles as a perfect spot for allowing you to get a screwdriver nice and straight and properly torque down that clamp. That would be super annoying if you had to go in sideways. It just would not be comfortable and you wouldn't be catching as much of the flathead. So this is a really cool design concept, and I just dig all of the small subtle features that they add into an intake like this. Alright guys, so I just did a few sound bites with the DJI mic under the hood right by the intake box, and that's because while we're driving in the car you really can't hear the intake, and for me I think it's a plus. I feel like I don't want to hear the engine and the intake as much as I did when I was younger, but I do want the performance that you get out of one. So this intake is the perfect happy medium where it's not obnoxious. I do notice that I hear the turbo spooling up under load, and I do hear the blow-off valve where I never did before with the original intake. And when you're at normal highway speeds just cruising, it's fine. Like, you don't hear anything. It's just like a stock car. So you really only hear the intake when you're getting in the throttle and when the engine is building up boost. I think that's a win. I think this thing is awesome, and I can't wait to see what the long-term results are for something like this. But again, I had to put the mic under the hood just because it's not picking up much inside the cabin, which is really welcome news. I was wondering whether I was gonna regret this mod or not, because I do want to keep this car really as close to stock as possible for the family, since the Tacoma is super modified. I don't want to go too crazy with this thing, but we're gonna go ahead and call this video a wrap. And one reason why it took me so long to get this video out is because I've had the flu for over a week and a half. All of us did, my wife, my son, and I actually had the whole install filmed, but I did not have this final outro filmed. So thanks for being patient. I know I dropped a teaser on this a while ago, but please like, comment, share, subscribe, show Sxth Element some love, pick up one of these intakes, and I'll catch you on the next one.